everybody, this is Ginger, and this is Ginger's Chat Show, and it's Wednesday, April 12th, 2023, and I hope all is well. It's a little bit windy here today. I thought we were going to have a thunderstorm yesterday, the way the clouds were getting a little angry. But we're supposed to get rain on and off all day. Hi, Nancy. How are things in Alma, Wisconsin? Hope the weather's not too bad back there. I think it's calmed down for now. But it's hard to say what it's going to do. So anyway, I got good news from Shopify. Google is now making ads free for the shop owners. And so, wow, Mother Nature's really flip-flopping where you are. I can't make up its mind. Anyway, back to Shopify. Google's making things free for the Shopify store owners for advertising, because the biggest complaint was the high price of advertising your stores. And they said, they could see it charging for larger companies and larger, stores and everything else, brick and mortar stores. They could see that. But for online stores like me, we're on a shoestring budget. And so unless we get more sales to really help with that, that would be great. So anyway, I'm still working on it, and see if I can find out how I could add more stuff. So anyway, on with the news. And of course, before I start my news segment, I will be posting the same video on my YouTube channel. I'm up to 17 subscribers. I need more. And I'm hoping to my goal is to start selling merchandise through my channel. So I gotta figure some things out, how everything works on this. Anyway, as far as he who shall not be named, who is now has a rap sheet. The E.G. Carroll case is still ongoing, and the trial start date is August 25th, and from what I understand, it will be televised. I don't know for sure, but just keep in touch. And if you're not really sure, go with Midas Touch, and they will keep track everything for us there, and including walk us through all the legal stuff that goes on, so we can understand it better, understand how the law works and how the procedures and everything work. Anyway, Trump was trying to his Tappaquino lawyer, this guy. I thought the lady was the lead lawyer, and I think this guy was trying to nudge her aside. Anyway, the Tappaquino guy filed a frivolous motion to delay the trial for 4 weeks. And the judge knows full well the delay tactics that Trump pulls on this. Delay. And then, of course, in the meantime, he who shall not be named is bullying the opposition, and bullying the judge and everything. The judge won't have it. And I'm pretty sure this motion will be thrown out. He said, nope, it's going to go right on schedule. And it's going to stay on schedule. And if you don't like it, tough. And I hope Trump loses in this case, and E.G. Carroll, I hope she wins, and wins big. Because she's really going after him on this. I don't know how much the damages are. I think they're like 25 million or something like that. So anyway, we'll just keep an eye on that. Hey, Dorothy! How's things in Florida? Nancy's having 80 degrees over where she is in her neck of the woods. Up here it is 50 degrees, and I think I got a weather alert. Just 1 minute. Let me check something. Okay. Okay, it's 50 degrees right now. It's partially sunny. I think the red thing popped up. It's telling me the temperature's changed. 50 degrees. And before this morning, it was like 38 degrees here. Anyway, my thing, hope is that, rainy and 75. Well, at least with the rain, Dorothy, it cuts down on the pollen. Washes the air. And it doesn't hurt to wash the air. We got heavy, well, you probably got my rain that was here on Sunday, so it's Wednesday. Yeah, it'd be just about right. You probably got my rain from here, Washington State, and probably went to your direction. So, it washed the air really good here. It was much, much better than it was. Because we had heavy rain on Easter Sunday, and my allergies were not as bad that day, but I'm sorry. And some mornings it will, build back up and everything. But outside my window, I have, you can't see here because of the reflection, I have dogwood trees blooming. It's really pretty. So, my favorite tree. So anyway, like I was trying to say was, off track here, sorry. I hope, I'm pretty sure that Trump will lose in this case too, because her lawyers got some really strong evidence, and the judge agrees with this. This needs to go on. Because what Trump did was egregious. Okay. And then, of course, with his pending trial date with his indictment in New York, when that's going to happen, they think it's going to happen in October. But they don't know yet. They're still gathering stuff together. Of course, New York has very solid evidence against him. I mean, so solid it's not funny. Trump doesn't have anything to prove that he did it wrong. It got a lot of solid evidence against him. Now, the next indictment, from what I understand, is the next one on the line is the January 6th and the federal level, the National Security Document Theft case. And I'm pretty sure they're close to indicting him on that, arresting and indicting him on that. On that one, they should throw him in jail for it. They should have done that a long time ago. Trump should not be treated any different. He should be treated like anybody else that violated federal law and violated national security procedures. Also, the other indictment is coming, the one in Georgia, because of the federal elections interference that he did there too. Um, Trump's a real dummy. And he's, of course, like everybody's been saying the last few months, he's been acting like a mob boss that thinks he could get away with anything. Well, he's going to find out wrong. He's already has arrest record for state and some felony charges, and I know that he will be, hope and know, that he will be tried, convicted, and imprisoned for it. Federal Election Commission should throw out his election thing and not allow him to run at all, and not allow any travel whatsoever. And especially in D.C., I hope they jail him in D.C., keep him there. He said, nope, you're not going to be able to run, you're not going to be president again, and it's not going to happen. No. Because he who shall not be named is acting like a 5-year-old brat, and needs to be treated as such. So, and he won't listen to his lawyers. He's got one lawyer that's acting like him, and he better be careful because he could get himself caught in lying too. So, good news. The Tennessee House Rep, the second one, has been reinstated today, back in Tennessee. That's just, the news just came on that. So it confirms my prediction on that. The House GOP themselves in Tennessee have broken state law, constitutional law, for doing that, because they did not go by procedures. They said they should have gone to the ethics committee first and go from there. Well, the ethics committee chairman goes, why didn't you come? Well, you skipped the whole procedure, and what you did was wrong, totally wrong. So I think the Ethics Commission needs to investigate the House GOP in Tennessee. You know, the state GOP there, and investigate them. Because why are they so eager to push these three out? Just because they protested the gun thing. Well, I'm sorry, they're doing what they're supposed to do. Their jobs of working for their constituents. The GOP there is not doing their jobs. And I think it's about time. I think some changes really need to be made. And people are saying, well, you're preaching the choir. Well, sorry, I'm going to keep preaching to the choir. And keep pointing out that point. Because they need to fix this. So none of this would happen ever again. And I'm sick and tired of the mega rats, as I call them, of being stupid idiots. And they keep projecting, they keep gaslighting and everything else. I go, nope, not going to work. We need good, responsible leaders that work for you, work for you and me. Okay, on the federal level, and not only that, in the state level, and also the local level, like your towns and small towns and hamlets and cities, council, everything else. They work for the people and represent them. Not everybody could be on the board, and not everybody can be on the town council, unless you're a very, very small town that you kind of have to double up on everything. I mean, there are small towns that do double up. For example, like the town of Roy. You have the mayor, they're all part-time jobs. The mayor, town council, they're all part-time, but they also work in other capacities. Some do have real jobs, or outside jobs that they work in. Like our mayor at one time was a volunteer firefighter for the Roy Fire Department. So he did that until he retired from doing that because he couldn't do the firefighter duties anymore due to arthritis and everything else, but he kept on doing the mayor duties. So he's sitting down most of the time and working things and getting things fixed. But there, like I said, there are other hamlets and small towns that do have city government doubling up on outside jobs and double up on other capacity, because not everybody could do it. Okay. So we really need to, if we can, try to help our communities. You know, get them connected to other services, projects, that type of thing that's going on. Now here, for example, speaking of community services and everything, up here in the city of Lakewood, they've started a low, tiny home communities. Some are taking like old parking lots that are not being used and turning them into tiny home neighborhoods to get homeless people off the streets and teach homeless people you have to take pride in your space. And because many of these people that are homeless, not only they have some may have drug issues due to falling through the cracks and not being monitored and not really truly getting the help they need. Because a lot of them are caught in that situation. They try to get out of it, and for some reason they're either fall through the cracks or they're prevented from getting out of that situation. And because you have some people in services that are forgetting the fact that people need to be in a home, not out on the street. And they need to stop blocking that person from getting off the street. And stop discouraging them. And that's part of the problem there too. And then you have some of the vets are homeless because the VA has failed to do their jobs properly. And we need to push back on the VA and say, look, you guys need to do your jobs. You know the thing that needs to be done. So do it. Give them the order to do it. Now, on the space exploration portion, on April 17th, which is I think it falls on Monday. Hold on a second, let me double check. Yes. Next Monday, on April 17th, SpaceX Starship 24 is going to be lifting off and doing an integrated orbital flight test. In other words, it's going to orbit the planet and do a flight test and to check all the systems out. Now that rocket has a very tall rocket. When you get a chance to go to the launch pad, and they have a continuous feed of what they call a launch watch, or until launch window watch. You can see the picture of the rocket. That rocket has 32 engines on it to lift it off. And then, real neat thing, yes, we do. Mine's the week from this Saturday. Yes, a week from this coming Saturday is my birthday. So, but anyway, the launching, the real neat thing is the second stage, the first stage is going to come back to Earth. Yeah, we're TARDIS sisters, right, Dorothy? anyway, it's going to be caught what they call the jaws. And it's a tower, it doubles as a launch tower, but also has what they call jaws that come out this way. Well, when the first stage comes back to Earth, it's going to land similarly like the Falcon 9 rockets, which they do send up to do the cargo and the satellites, Starlink satellites. The first stage will come down and it's going to use like 4 engines, I think it is, 4 or 5 engines when it comes down to land. Then the jaws will close and it will catch the first stage and then set it down gently. They were thinking of using just a regular landing pad for it, but they want to see if this works until they wait to test it. It's the long, tall rocket, and that's why the jaws are there, and that's why everything's set up for it. And they have the strong back for it. So, it'll be an interesting thing to watch. Now, from what I understand, the launch time is 3 a.m. in the morning, but they're not really sure yet. They might adjust the launch times on it. And how long the flight is going to take, I don't know. But it'll be kind of suborbitable. It won't go high orbit. It'll go low orbit. And of course, it'll be right below, it'll go right below ISIS or that type of thing. It'll go around and then it will land north of Hawaii. Do a splashdown in Hawaii. Then they will retrieve the rocket and then bring it back and then check out the instruments and get information, everything. What glitches that they want to fix and what changes they want to make and everything. That's how testing is done all the time. That's how Apollo program was done. They test it all the time. Flight tested. So, anyway, it's almost time to sign off. Time flies. So, just, yeah, go to Midas Touch, listen to them. They got professional prosecutors and lawyers that they explain how law works. Unless you have a, some form of a law degree or you have some knowledge of it. But, yeah, check them out. They'll explain everything and they'll keep us up to date on a lot of stuff. And, I will. You too, Dorothy. Stay safe. Stay, avoid the mosquitoes. I don't know if they have come out yet, but they will. And hope everybody has a great evening this evening. So, anyway, I will talk to you guys later. I will post this on my YouTube channel. Be sure to insist, persist, and push back. And put the facts out there. And if people don't like the facts, tough for them. They gotta live with it. So, anyway, I love you guys, and I'll see you on Friday. And let me double check my calendar here. Oops, I don't want wrong thing. Yeah, I'll see you on Friday at 1 o'clock, and I'll see you at John's meeting tomorrow night. Sorry I missed it. I was watching the Mariners baseball, so, on Sunday. So, anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Love you. Okay, bye-bye.